Look at the rise and the fall of the veneer industry. Now, I'm not really 100% sure what this specifically is, but I really like this YouTuber, and I've been very recently starting to watch his stuff. But before we get into the video itself, make sure you like this video itself to help the algorithm god spread it around, and also sub to the channel if you want to see more reactions. Now, let's get into it.
Morning, welcome back. Is how I would greet you if I spent $20,000 on a set of porcelain veneers. As you can see, I have a normal, humble-looking set of chompers. Won't be greeting
Pretty
anyone
basic, yeah.
first anytime soon. But did you know that more than 2/3 of Americans believe that people who smile are more trustworthy, confident, and approachable? And 76% admit a smile is the #1 physical trait to make a first impression of others. Teeth aren't just for chomping and chewing on sheet metal.
Well, that is true, yeah. Obviously, when somebody looks more pleasant, they will seem more welcoming. If somebody looks mad and aggressive or looks like had that death stare, I don't think people really want to go and take a look at them and talk to them, because they might be thinking like, hey, this individual doesn't seem that happy. Maybe he will get mad if I even talk to them.
What used to be a marker of health are now a marker of beauty and status. And it's usually the first thing we notice when talking to someone. This is my personal gripe with teeth that no one asked for. Whoever came up with the concept of teeth, y'all are freaks. No offense. I've never been the same. After learning that babies' heads are malleable and have teeth, like some sort of alien creature from the movie Alien. There's a pretty famous ad format you'll see on the topic of teeth, which usually involves a guy with his family, and he'll have some sort of anomaly with a smile. Imperfections on the teeth are really noticeable. You won't even realize there's something else that's off about his appearance.
It is very noticeable, and definitely whenever even if you have like gaps between your teeth, those will also be really noticeable. Ugly yellow teeth, it really I mean, it is one of the first traits you look at. You look at the eyes, you look at the hair, and you look at the teeth and the mouth. I think that the first thing you look at as a human is the eyes, the mouth, and then the hair.
Fact, he's missing a
perfect British smile.
What did you notice first in this picture? The leftover lunch in this guy's teeth, or that this lady has a really bad case of AI fingers? She is single-handed.
Bro, what the fuck? What the? Yo! I didn't even see that. What the? That is terrifying. Holy shit. Just says casually having 6 fingers. Yeah.
Handedly keeping the 6-finger glove industry alive. It's no surprise there's been a rise
of
cosmetic all around the world. Living in societies that are becoming more focused on aesthetics and appearances.
Ohio wives
dollar to look like the best versions of themselves.
Ohio housewives.
First it was celebrities and influencers whose jobs are to look perfect in front of the masses. And now everyday Sallys and Johns have access to these looks-maxing beauty procedures. But unfortunately, there is a catch with the everyday Joe trying to replicate the 1% lifestyle. In their desperation to improve their quality of life by paying for perfect looking teeth, unsuspecting victims are letting people who are cosplaying as
Wait, people are paying to get perfect looking teeth? How about you brush your teeth? How about that?
Dentists work inside their mouth.
It takes 8 years to become a dentist. Them certificates is not real, babe.
Which is very illegal in some places. At the beginning of this year, veneer techs have suddenly taken over social media, and they are not the same as dental professionals who have at least completed 4 years of schooling and hundreds of hours worth of training. All these veneer
Wait, my sister got veneer when she was young and it is rotten the mouth? Oh god.
Techs need to be certified, if you can even call it that, is a weekend off for 2 days of training, a takeout box with all your new equipment, and making sure you have enough forms for your clients to sign, with sketchy liability clauses such as, I understand you're not a dentist.
6,000?
And that's okay.
What the fuck we looking at?
Okay.
What is it? Me on my way to learn how to do veneer after learning I don't have to be a dentist to do them. Okay.
Okay, call me colorblind, but this whole entire TikTok is a walking red flag with a Tupperware basket. Thousands of years in the future, aliens are gonna discover all the weird things we did as a society and think to themselves, these humans, what a mystery. Just like
y'all want to know a funny fact about aliens? Is that space... You know that space itself and all the planets, everything everything is separating themselves in such a fast motion that we as humans will never capture the speed required to even reach a planet, because the distance that gaps between us and another like galaxy, that thing will separate itself faster than we can ever go. So we will never see aliens in our entire life.
Sponsor June's Journey, a free-to-download mobile game. Step into the roaring 20s as Detective June Parker, a witty problem solver with a tendency to get herself into some interesting situations. Get immersed in a
universe is expanding all the time.
The murder of her sister, where you'll get to meet a diverse cast of suspicious relatives, friends, co-workers. It's
Planets
really
be brother are.
I
honestly would love to. What the fuck is this game? I honestly would love to meet an alien. I wonder if aliens are like 3 times bigger than us or smaller than us. Like, that is what I'm wondering about. I don't give a shit about how they look. I want to know if they're bigger or smaller. Like, what kind of scale are they on?
You'll really be living.
They can't be the same size. That would be weird.
Object mystery game. Uncover the many family secrets.
Like, what would be the odds?
By finding clues.
That's crazy. This game is goating. Elden Ring? Screw that. Who gives a shit about Elden Ring? I'm gonna game this. Click on the screen. Why don't you just smack the screen? You're clicking on everything then.
Since my vision isn't that great, but nothing can stop me when I'm in my June's Journey flow state.
Thank God.
Customizing my island is another part of the game I really enjoy. I find it really relaxing. Getting to
I love these mobile games. They just have every kind of feature that is brain rot. Just take your time. I like those games. You like clicking games? I mean, to be fair though, I think click adventure games are great. I might be memeing now, but there's a market for these games. And overall, click point to click adventure games, in my opinion, are enjoyable whenever you have the time for it. But it depends if you have the time. It's time to head to bed. Good night. Good night.
The QR code on the screen. June's Journey is available on Android and iOS mobile devices, as well as on PC through Facebook Games.
Like Find Waldo, is that what you mean?
As something that is separate from a person's
or on the itch,
health.
yeah.
You ever buy health insurance? It almost never includes dental. You have to buy that separately. Like, hello, are these not attached to my body? I grew them myself using my blood, sweat, and teeth cells.
That's
With
insane.
How expensive dentist visits can be, dental health is now a luxury item for the middle and upper
class. Every
time you see someone who is considered successful with a 6 to 7 figure salary, they'll probably
Bro, why
have a
homeboy making that face?
White smile. Having perfect straight
teeth. Look, he has a great smile.
First impressions, since they're one of the first things you'll notice on someone's face. And it's not all fair play in the dental
teeth
industry.
are important.
There's that stigma with bad dental health. You're not educated, are low income, and have low class status, which isn't always the case. Teeth can still look crooked and discolored, even if you brush twice and floss every single day. Your genetics can play a role, your environment, even your parents taking you or not taking you to the dentist when you were younger.
Yeah, but that's not discolored in the sense that they look completely yellow. That's discolored in the sense that they're not completely white. Like, there's a difference between discolored. Like, and in the sense that even if they have a little bit of coloring, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that ugly sort of sense. But I see a lot of actor bleach or do something with their teeth. And my mom is a dentist, and every time she looks at those teeth, she's like, God damn, they're awful.
Can have an impact on your teeth in the future.
Like, just imagine how much money they put in that.
Take care of their teeth. Like, were my first words as a baby supposed to be,
Mommy, Invisalign, please?
Teeth have always been a class divider, even during simpler times, when humanity was in their churning butter, bubonic plague era. And now it's manifested itself in celebrity and influencer culture. Once someone starts making a
homeboy flirting with the camera,
they'll eventually start the process.
You never know who's looking.
Old, poor people teeth in exchange for shiny new veneers that cost the same as someone's annual salary.
I personally think that his teeth fit his face so well, and if he did want to make those teeth longer, he could.
What the fuck is that thing? It looks so high.
Just do a veneer on the lateral incisors. These are his teeth now, and they look nothing like the previous photo. You can see he picked a very different color. This is probably in the bleaching shades.
At least from this.
Wait, what the fuck? This is a TikTok account that talks about his teeth. This
photo.
It's a good looking dude.
When she was supposedly 11 years old, like the shapes of those teeth look really similar to her veneer.
I know it's weakened though.
They look white, they look fine, they look good, the shapes are good, the proportions are good. And
bro,
in fact,
this is weird.
The proportions and the shapes don't look much different than her veneers currently. So the question is,
I love how absorbed he is in the content.
In the first place, because as far as I can tell, she has really nice teeth.
It's like his soul has gone out.
Okay, so there is nothing wrong with wanting to change your teeth to look more aesthetically pleasing if you can afford it.
Anything that makes you feel better is a good to go. Like if your teeth are ugly, or you for some reason your teeth, the look of your teeth are making you feel bad and you have the money to do some kind of thing with it to make it better, I mean, that's up to you. But in the end of the day, it's all up in your head.
I can understand why people want their smiles to be as straight and white as possible, even if it looks unnatural. For some, your livelihood is on the line based on your appearance. Did you know that having crooked or yellowish teeth can affect your chances of getting a job? Which doesn't always make the most sense. Unless I'm applying for a job as a beaver that needs to chomp wood all day. Then who cares what my teeth should look like, right? In a world dominated by social media, survey respondents cited they feel most pressure to present a good smile on Facebook, 53%, and Instagram, 41%, over other social platforms, ranking a smile more than
Bro,
twice as
explain why I got
than as
no
on
job.
professional
Nah,
social media sites.
there's so many, like, dude, I'm gonna be real. The ones that are doing those interviews, sometimes they are looking for reasons to not hire you. When you should be looking for reasons to be hired. Like, the system has completely switched around. Like, these interviews, when you go to an interview, they're meant to present you reasons to why you should be hired by them. But now it's completely the opposite.
LinkedIn. Even with dating, people picked a smile as the leading feature to judge a prospective date's profile photo while using a dating app. More than twice as important as looking at a person's body type to make a summation. 32% versus 15%. This need to appear like you can afford basic dental care is causing a lot of people to get taken advantage of. Veneer techs are people who illegally place veneers on patients after completing a 2-day training course that typically costs around $2,000 to $3,000. After which these techs receive certificates of completion that do not certify them to perform dental work. When you see these pretend professionals peddling their wares on social media and advertising their products as an instant fix, it's really tempting to take that shortcut by skipping out on expensive dentist rates. Sure, it might only cost you $1,000 for a full set of veneers instead of the typical $10,000, but your $1,000 down payment will eventually turn into you paying $100,000 to fix things in the future. Yes. Money. The number one reason for all our problems. And
yeah, exactly.
The main motivator for
everything goes around money. We love money. My God. When you realize you can make over 5K a week by being veneer tech. Dude, these videos there are the biggest freaking scams ever. They are just there to bait people. Oh my God, I can make money so easily? Why not? You know, often people that show these these adverts is always a pyramid scheme in some sort of way because they're leading up to like a course training or something like that. In reality, they're probably maybe earning like $200 every month on these kind of acts because nobody's hiring them or going to them for stuff. And just generally what they're trying to make money off is trying to advertise that this thing is the revolutionary way to make $5K every week. You're gonna make 20K bucks, 20K in a month. Oh my God, I would be stupid to not follow that. But in reality, they're just trying to get you to sign up to something to teach, and then with the premise idea that, oh, I'm gonna make so much more after I invest the time in this course.
Become a veneer tech.
I don't understand why these things are even allowed on TikTok. Like these kind of pyramid scams things. Like I don't even understand why that platform allowed them to stay around.
Easy, but it doors pay off. I think they're saying you can make money. He removed his gold grills and got porcelain veneers. Majeure transformation.
Damn.
You would never catch someone who went to dentistry school for 10 years spelling like this. Well, actually, maybe
I would question someone that was not a dentist to veneer my teeth. I mean, you would question it, but sometimes people don't even look enough into it.
It just shows how much care veneer techs have for their craft. No time for correct spelling.
People go in dentistry for 6 years. They go into this field and it takes 6 years. One of the hardest degrees in the world to get. It's literally a form of doctor degree. So if you think that these courses and these people that have just gone through like some form of course to do this are in any sort of capable way able to do this work, then you are completely wrong. Like, I don't know, man.
Premium veneer techniques, but Doesn't it only take 2 days to get certified? Why are we in such a rush that we can't even spell check? I think
Dr. Dre sounds like a name good enough to work on my
would be
teeth.
beneficial.
Well,
The
it
people
says
that
doctor
do
in it,
at-home
right?
cosmetic procedures tend to
They
have the
better be
reputation
good.
of being extremely rude for no reason.
Rule number 1, do not ask me if I have a license. Just trust me. Anybody who asks
Trust me, bro.
will be banned and blocked.
I wonder why. I wonder
I will
why.
not be going to jail.
You know those toothpaste ads that always claim 9 out of 10 dentists recommend this brand? I'm realizing now that the 10th dentist never existed. It's always been someone pretending they were one.
Damn, about to make money. Hey.
Girl, it's crazy how people hide knowledge to keep them dependent on you. It's important to sit back sometimes. Kudos.
Clap, clap,
Oh my
clap.
God. That 2-year lockdown really did a number on people's brain function. We really should have opened up the
People
school
look for shortcut, weight loss, white teeth, bodybuilding. People make product to trick despite an easy solution. People don't want to work to better themselves. They want to find a shortcut in every sort of way. But in reality, listen, y'all, we have been on this planet for way too long. There ain't no shortcut. Now, you might get a fat reduction. You might take steroids. You might do this and that. But at the end of the day, fat reduction, high chance of cancer, you might die. Steroids, you still need to work the fuck out. Eat right. And also, your heart will explode. You know, like, when it comes to even, like, fixing your teeth, like, there are ways to fix your teeth. All right? There are ways, but they take time and they effort. And even fixing your teeth are, like, the easiest one. It's like, out of everything, they are the easiest one. Don't look for shortcut. Look for something that will help you long term. That is the way for everything.
When you're letting Veneers by Vanessa, Veneers by Vanilla, or even Veneers by Vermouth play around
in real
your
life,
mouth,
whales
you're
pay to
gambling with what
win.
you're
Speaking about pay to win, did y'all see that LinkedIn is doing some kind of pay to win thingy for job application? Like, that's crazy.
gonna get. Sometimes these veneer techs will
In
do
real
an
life,
okay
pay
job
to
at
win.
giving someone natural looking teeth. I fear that
That's
this might
wild,
actually
dude.
look
That's
good.
wild.
But there are a lot of horror stories teeth. I fear that this might actually look good.
Bro, is it just me? I think those teeth look terrifying, man. I don't know.
But there are a lot of
Oh,
horror
I was covering them a little bit, but I think this, in my opinion, I think this, I don't know, like some way, like in some of these shots, these teeth look kind of scary to me. I'm gonna be real. Like, that's the thing, is that there is something about, yes, completely white teeth are beautiful, but there's something about, like, you can look at them and they seem like it's kind of fake. And it seems a little bit odd because this isn't natural. Like, some form of coloring on your teeth are natural. It is natural. And whenever your mind thinks about what's natural and what's not, and you look at something that in many ways you would think, oh, this looks better. But your brain is functioned and put in a way that will look at it and be like, oh man, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't seem right.
But there are a lot of horror stories, like
Flashbang.
veneers that end up looking like permanent mouth guards, and tooth shades
I got my
so
flashlight-
shockingly white,
flash-
you'd find
flashlight
diversity
right
in an
here.
American frat house.
What the? Damn. So what do you do when you have teeth like this? There's a very cool thing that you can do if you have teeth like this. Right? No? Bro, what the fuck? Those look like sugar cubes. They look like sugar cubes. Braces? Yeah, you can get braces. And during that period, you will take care of your teeth the best way possible because you have braces and you don't want infection. And they will probably get whiter during that period of time. Gargura? Yeah, that's right. Man, they look like I don't know.
Someone said that his veneers need braces. Why is teeth
Yeah, they do.
left-handed? I think he's also got 3 front teeth
Why is
instead
his
of 2
teeth left-handed?
now. It's that Tom Cruise middle tooth look, I guess. There also seems to be a lot of confusion with all this dental terminology flying around on the internet. Porcelain veneers are custom-made ceramic shells that adhere to the front surfaces of your teeth. The more expensive treatments that celebrities usually
I
get.
gotta
To
talk
place
about
them,
this
your
with my
dentist
mom.
typically must remove some
I
enamel
bet
from
she's
their
gonna
natural
think this
teeth,
is
which is why
stupid.
you'll see them using tools to shave some off.
Or maybe she
Once
knows
placed,
about this a
porcelain
lot.
veneers are not
Probably knows
reversible,
about this
and
a
they'll
lot.
need replacing every 10 to 20 years. Crown preps, on the other hand, are when you shave down the entire tooth to a nub, and a new tooth crown crafted in a lab gets
Oh,
placed
yeah.
on top. You know those TikToks
That is
of
very
people going
normal.
to Turkey
Crowns are
for
very
veneers
normal.
and are coming back with a permanent shark tooth cosplay? This is one of the most damaging procedures you can do to your teeth, especially if they were healthy in the first place. The main purpose of
Have you seen those people that have 2 tongues? Oh god, that makes me comfortable. There are furries out there that have split their tongue. Split tongue is hot. You like it, Drix? I don't know. Like, it makes me very uncomfortable to look at. But I get it. It's different.
dental crowns is to restore teeth that have been compromised because of damage, decay, discoloration. Like the tooth is so far gone, they have to get rid of most of it to save the rest.
Exactly.
It's almost like a last resort type of thing. So
I
it's
love
crazy
split tongue.
seeing people
Y'all
with
into split
perfectly sound
tongues.
teeth shave
Damn, now split tongue is weird. I think there's a mixed reception on that. I don't know. I think that uncanny, like things that are very like unnatural really puts me off for some reason.
away all the enamel that's supposed to be protecting it. Dental bonding, on the other hand, may not require significant enamel removal, and that's what veneer techs are doing. They use resin to make a new tooth shape on top of the tooth, and with some shaping and special light to harden the resin, it's way easier than having an orthodontic technician craft out teeth from porcelain. That's a whole other job that requires years of training. But composite bond is more prone to staining, chipping, and needs to be replaced more often compared to porcelain. It's no surprise people who got work done from a veneer tech have complaints with their teeth falling out after a few weeks, pain in their jaw, and even worse.
I have an infection in my mouth.
Damn.
I couldn't sleep all night.
No
You know
wonder.
The fun game in the
Like, who would have thought the place that causes most bacteria, whenever you fuck around with it, you will have infections? Do you know how much bacteria is in your mouth whenever you wake up? It's a lot. Your mouth is a cesspool of nasties, man. So whenever you have somebody just fucking around causing multiple wounds and they don't even know, they haven't given you any sort of way to like take care of it, I'm gonna be real, you're gonna have a bad time. And gum pain, I've never experienced in my life, and I hope to dare God I never do, because that is painful. You have so many nerves in your mouth. It's insane.
dentist office.
You don't
want
want to deal with this. Take care of your gum. Take care of your
and then
teeth.
proceed to yeet themselves out of the room like there's potentially something radioactive going on in there. Well, they need those X-rays.
And that can never
'cause
be
your
healed,
teeth are
by the way.
directly
If
connected
you
to
fuck up your gum, that can never be healed in your life. No one can fix it. Nobody can fix it.
your brain, your blood vessels, and your heart. One wrong move and you're causing a domino effect of problems. You can't just place composite bond all willy-nilly without looking at the entire structure of the mouth. Even the way you bite down has to accurately match up, because that can also impact your jaw. What's worse is that since these techs have no professional training on the health of your teeth, they're putting on pretty looking tooth band-aids on cavities, getting their 5K.
Hey, look what I got.
Now, in terms of the anatomy of those teeth, you can see that those teeth are almost broken down to the gum line. Those teeth are not really salvageable. Again, I'm not a dentist, but being
I'm not a
in the medical-
dentist.
or being in the dental field
You heard that she said she's not a dentist. All right, keep that in mind. All right, let's continue.
those teeth are not really salvageable. Again, I'm not a dentist, but being in the medical or being in the dental field at all, I know that those teeth are not salvageable. They need to be pulled.
Getting veneers done by a veneer tech where they're trapping in cavities and infection and not considering your overall periodontal health.
I like that you had to put the
literally
jacket on.
Opposite of having a healthy smile. Now, going to a licensed dentist and getting your veneers done, it can be quite pricey, but it's pricey for a reason. The other thing to remember is that getting your veneers done is not a necessity. It's quite literally a luxury procedure. You do not need veneers to have a healthy mouth. And in fact, in a lot of cases, you need to have meticulous oral hygiene in order to keep your veneers healthy.
Exactly.
I have a hunch.
You need to
2025 is going to
take
be
care
the
of
year
it a
of
lot.
malpractice cases. I mean, if you don't tell people the potential legal ramifications of what they're doing to you, then they don't exist.
So I do composite veneers, which are a simple overlay of your natural.
I'm out here on a ski trip right now, but I can't help myself but to stitch this video. This is yet another example of a TikTok composite veneer technician, which legally is not a thing in any state in the United States. There is no licensure to approve that. This person that I just stitched is illegally putting tooth-colored filling material over cavities, periodontitis, failing root tip, because there is no licensure to do composite veneers unless you're a dentist.
Sketchy dental work aside, it's starting to feel like there's an erasure of natural looking teeth in the media. These beautiful, cream of the crop humans we see on our screens every day, everyone's getting the same plastic surgery, the same beauty procedures. We're all morphing into perfect AI generated versions of ourselves that no one looks interesting anymore. They might start off
To be fair, you can replace a part of your gum, but it's extremely expensive and goes with the lifelong set of diseases of which you are made to take antibiotics every day. Antibiotics, by the way, are a supply. Remember, that is a medical supply that your body can slowly get used to. And you can be resistant to antibiotics if you take it for a period, like repeated long sessions, multiple days, for years upon years. You cannot repair your gum in any sort of way. There are some ways to sort of fix your gum or make it less, like, I don't know, like if you're completely fucked, maybe there is ways to like help it in some sort of manner. But if your gum is like removed by acid or any sort of, like, let's say any infections or anything at all, like if it's irritated, something along the line that will remove parts of your gum and it is getting internally like damage, it will take a long time to heal that internal damage. And second of all, what you have lost will never be repaired. And that pain will stick with you forever. Forever. And it's bad. Brush your teeth, floss, try to floss, and use mouthwash.
With their unique untouched features, but there's so much pressure to keep up with appearances nowadays. Getting a little work done here in touch features, but there's so much
What happened to this man? Is this actually Zac Efron? Please don't, is this actually Zac Efron? Because he used to be one of the hottest fucking celebrities on the world. What the fuck happened to this dude? Oh my, dude, I don't know.
Pressure to keep up with appearances nowadays.
That
Getting
is
a little
insane.
work done here and there is normalized. Like, why wouldn't you get Botox, lip
Hollywood
filler,
did?
facelift,
Oh
buccal fat
my
removal,
God.
jaw shaving? If it's something that can actually help your career in the long run. We say we embrace all types of beauty, but do we really? Celine Dion talked about her experience getting bullied as a kid because of her crooked teeth. And 40 years later, the same thing is still happening. Anna Cathcart, the actress from XO Kitty, had a lot of the internet talking about her teeth and how they were distracting and unappealing to look at, which was definitely exaggerated. Sure, she doesn't have that perfectly aligned A1 influencer smile, but her teeth look healthy. Anna did show up with some new teeth for season 2, where the gaps have been closed and her teeth look more uniform. Did she do this on her own volition, or did she get bullied into changing her
See, this look like a brick. Like, what the dude, this doesn't look like, this looks weird. It looks like, you know, old people, whenever they lose their gum and they put like, well, the fake teeth, what are they called again? You know what I mean? It looks like just someone put like fake teeth in their gum. Like, that's what it looks like to me. It looks weird.
I get, the more I can appreciate faces that look a little different, especially in K-pop
false
nowadays.
teeth? Is it called false teeth? There's a different word in my language for it that is not really just false, dude.
15 members, but there's one person that looks a little funky in a good way. That
Maybe
increases their chances of me remembering who they are. In a sea of idols who are constantly mewing and looks maxing themselves. The most well-known example I can think of in K-pop is Nayeon from Twice. Her bunny teeth were her signature look that gave her a really unique appearance. I believe these were untouched and she was born with them. After getting dental work done, they're not as noticeable and her teeth overall are a lot more uniform. Still pretty, but RIP the charming bunny teeth. Smiles can give our faces so much personality, and when you start changing things up to look like everyone else, it can make you lose that charm.
You're exactly right. I truly believe that teeth do give us character, and I actually really loved Miley's small teeth and gummy smile, and in my opinion, her veneers don't fit her. I think they're a little too large, and I don't know, it just doesn't suit her. Kiernan's another example of this. I think that her teeth on the left were so adorable, and then she, I guess, got veneers, and like, she still looks gorgeous, but I don't know, me personally, I love the one on the left. My problem with veneers is that they make them too uniform. Like each shape is like flattened and it's just too perfect and clean, and it gives uncanny valley.
The standards of beauty in idol culture are actually insane now. The group Islet has a lot of young members, and all of them have gotten some sort of cosmetic dental work done at the mature age of 16. Same with some of the members from 17. Their fans were sad when
I feel so bad whenever I hear like teenager do any sort of work like that.
Veneers and lost their trademark bunny and cat-like teeth. Well, I guess if I also spent 5 figures on a porcelain smile,
but I know I know the plastic surgery is very normal in Korea and definitely extremely normal within K-pop. I don't think there's any within K-pop industry that have not done plastic surgery. I think it's nearly a requirement at this point.
Laughing. Give us another 10 years and we won't be able to see each other's faces because of how blindingly white our teeth are going to be. And before you go, remind the YouTube algorithm to brush its teeth by giving this video a like. Lets me know you enjoyed the content here, and that's one less unintentional white piano key cosplay. Have a good day, try not to be dumb, and see you in the next one. And remember, you can download June's Journey for free using my link in the description or by scanning the QR code.
Yeah, that was a great video. I think it is definitely really a big problem in itself. I do think it is a pretty big problem. And I don't know, like, I think it's just the way our culture is going toward right now is that we're going to a direction where a lot of things posted are photoshopped and hyper unrealistic. So many people try to see these changes that are edited in a photo and think to themselves, I need to make myself look like this way. And whenever people are trying to look at every sort of possible thing that they can see as something bad, they will end up looking at all of these small parts like teeth, ears, eyes, anything, skin, anything at all, just to try to think that, oh, I must do this, change it. It's normal, but it's not obligated. I'm not really sure, but I heard that there was I heard that you are often frowned upon or bullied in some manners in K-pop, at least in the idol culture, if you have not done any formal plastic surgery at all. So it's not like obligated, but it's like people don't like it if you haven't done any plastic surgery. But that's what I've heard, and I have not confirmed. I don't have any confirmation on it, but who knows? I hope that that's not true. But regardless, anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like the video and also sub to the channel if you enjoy these kind of videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.